Anthony Joshua must save boxing. Anthony Joshua must restore order back into boxing. And Anthony Joshua must knock out Jake Paul, put him out of his misery and put others on notice. Because this is not a joke. Boxing cannot be played with. And the emergence of YouTubers that believe or feel like they can come into boxing and fight real bona fide boxers, this is not going to end well. Look, exhibition fights are not abnormal in boxing. They've happened over the years. Muhammad Ali had a number of exhibition fights. I mean, he even fought an NFL player, Muhammad Ali, and that was for entertainment. That was to get fans excited about boxing. That was for promotion. Ali did all these things, a number of, exhibition fights, because he wanted to promote boxing. He wanted to bring a lot of eyeballs to the boxing. But guess what? Those fights were promoted as exhibition fights. I mean, George Foreman, after he lost to Muhammad Ali, George Foreman did an exhibition fight with 5 fighters in one night in the ring. George Foreman felt that he did not have his mojo anymore. He felt like he wasn't the man anymore after Muhammad Ali defeated him in Zaire, Africa. After Muhammad Ali took away George Foreman's soul, he felt that he needed to get his, killer instincts back, and therefore wanted to fight 5 fighters in one night in the same ring. And he did that just to feel good about himself. And that was an exhibition fight that was promoted as an exhibition fight. So exhibition is part of boxing, right? Boxers have done it over the years. But when you promote it as a real fight, then the real fighter has to show the YouTuber or whoever is taking part in the so-called real fight that this is really serious. And therefore, it is incumbent on Anthony Joshua to go in there and show Jake Paul that this is really serious, that this is boxing and you cannot play with boxing. I remember before Anthony Joshua versus Francis Ngannou, I told a lot of people, a lot of my friends who are just casual boxing fans, I told them that this is going to be really serious. Anthony Joshua is going to hurt Francis Ngannou. And people told me, no way. People actually picked Francis Ngannou to beat Anthony Joshua. They said he was a big, strong man. He was a heavyweight champion in the UFC. Anthony Joshua is chinny. Anthony Joshua hasn't got heart. Anthony Joshua hasn't done this, hasn't done that. And I told them boxing is totally different to any other sport in the world. And lo and behold, Francis Ngannou was knocked out cold in that ring and needed the paramedics to get him back to life. And that's how serious boxing is, and people don't realize that. And look, I'm going to watch Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. I might even do a watch along for this fight, because at the end of the day, they say it's a real fight. They say it's not an exhibition fight. So I'm going to treat it as a real fight. And I'm expecting Anthony Joshua to get in there and put Jake Paul out of his misery, because that is the only way that others can look at boxing and go, we cannot play with this sport, because this is not a joke. If Anthony Joshua gets in there and he plays around with Jake Paul, doesn't finish Jake Paul off and knock him out, and he goes 8 rounds with Jake Paul, it will be a travesty. It will be an absolute disgrace to boxing and to Anthony Joshua himself. There is no other option but Anthony Joshua gets in there and stop Jake Paul in 1 to 3 rounds. It can't be. It can't be any other way, because the amount of years of experience that Anthony Joshua has on Jake Paul is immeasurable, right? The experience, the power, the stature of Anthony Joshua, the things that he's achieved in boxing. This should be a joke to Anthony Joshua. Jake Paul in front of Anthony Joshua in the same ring should be a joke. But of course, they say it's a real fight. So I'm expecting Anthony Joshua to go in there and do the job. If he doesn't, it's a disgrace. If he doesn't, it's just an absolute travesty. And it should be unacceptable for anyone, for any top boxer to get in there and play around with Jake Paul. Look, I suspect that there are things in the contract that would prevent Anthony Joshua for, knocking Jake Paul out cold. But maybe that's not the case. Maybe this is a real fight. And we will see on the night. Now, a lot of people have claimed that this is a fake fight. They've done the face-off. They've done the sit-down interview. Anthony Joshua is saying that he's going to take Jake Paul's soul. Jake Paul actually believes that he's going to knock Anthony Joshua out. He believes that he's going to win this fight. He genuinely believes that he's going to win this fight. But how strange will it be if Jake Paul beats Anthony Joshua? That would be the strangest moment ever in boxing. If Jake Paul beats Anthony Joshua coming Friday, and it's happening on Netflix, the whole world is going to watch this fight. So it is incumbent on Anthony Joshua to do boxing justice, get in there, put that boy out of his misery, and put the whole division on notice. And everyone that wants to get into boxing thinking it's a joke, they need to know that this is not a joke. This is really serious. Fighters train their whole life to be in the ring, to risk their life. And this is not a joke. So look, I'm not expecting anything more than Anthony Joshua devastating knockout and just puts an end to all of this circus and all of this media frenzy that is going around YouTube boxing and things like that. Get in the comment section and let me know what you think about this. What are you expecting in this fight? Do you think it's real or do you think it's fake? Do you think Anthony Joshua will actually knock Jake Paul out, or do you think that Joshua will play with Jake Paul and not knock Jake Paul out because maybe he's not allowed to? Get in the comment section and let me know what you think about it. And by the way, are you even interested in this fight? Are you watching this fight? Let me know in the comment section below. This is Bright, and this is the Bright Show Podcast Boxing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.